second part of the special test for this practical exam, we're going to start with the piriformis test. So in the piriformis test here, I'm going to have him start by laying on his non-injured side. So he's laying on his left side. And then on the right side here, I'm just going to place one hand kind of over the hip area. And then if you could do a little bit more sideline for me, perfect. And then place one hand kind of right over that knee. And then just kind of almost do a distracting type of motion. Now, if he feels pain in the hip area, then this could be a piriformis syndrome. If he feels pain more in the buttocks and in that musculature, then it could be a sciatic nerve impingement. Okay. So moving on to the femoral nerve stretch test, if you could flip so your back is facing me, so you're going to be on your right side. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is very similar to, just relax for me. I'm just going to bring your leg back here and then kind of pull. So I'm doing kind of like a quad stretch, just like this. And what this is going to do is basically it's going to look for any type of femoral nerve impingement. This could be at the L2, 3, or 4 level along the spinal cord. So next, if you could lie on your back for me, we're going to be moving on to the Hoover test. So I need your feet off the bed for me. I'm going to lift them up slightly, and then I'm going to tell you to lift your left leg. Okay, go ahead. Okay. So if they can't lift their left leg or their involved leg, then basically a positive test, we're searching to see if this patient is faking an injury or not. So normally, let's do this again. If someone tries to lift their left leg, go ahead. They push down on their right leg. That's just a natural reaction. So if you don't push down on that right leg, then it's indicative that the patient just isn't trying, and they're trying to get away with an injury that just simply is not there. Okay, so next one, we're going to be standing up. Oh my God, it's falling down. Let's see, how should we do this? Okay, I'm just going to pull this over here. And then if I could have you standing right here. Okay. So this next one is the single leg stance test. I'm going to stand right behind him, and what he's going to do is he's going to get on one leg, just like this. You got it? And then I'm going to have him extend his back. Good. Not too far. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm right behind him. I don't want him to fall. And then I'm going to have him do that again on the other side. Good. Extend your back. Okay. So if he has pain on one side, this could be a unilateral pars interarticularis fracture or pathology. Excuse me. And if he feels pain on both sides, then it would be bilateral. And then if he feels pain over, I believe it's his PSIS, then he would feel, then the injury would most likely be an SI joint pathology. Okay. So this last one is going to be the quadrant test. So I'm going to have him standing on both sides, on both legs. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go extension, lateral flexion, and rotation. So what I want you to do is here, extend, and then laterally flex, and then rotate. It's kind of tough. Okay, so extend here, lateral flexion, so shoulder down, and then rotation. Okay. So what I'm checking for here is I'm checking like any overpressure on one side versus the other. So I'm going to have him do it bilaterally. So do that same thing on the other side. So if he feels like a radiating pain, kind of in that lower back, kind of hip area, that could be a nerve root impingement. If the pain is not radiating, then it could be like a facet joint or something like that. And then pain over the PSIS, similar to the last test, it could be some type of SI joint dysfunction or pathology.